Welcome back, everyone, to a brand new episode of Pogo Bros. It's your boy ABC here with some shades today. Not because I think I'm too cool for school or anything, but because, to spare the details, if you find yourself at a July 4th party over the weekend with a bunch of dogs that are not yours and you decide to pet them, make sure you wash your hands before touching your eyes again. Kind of learned the hard way. I held back from filming or making any videos this week because I couldn't see for one, so I'm finally able to see the computer screen again, so that's a W, but it's still kind of puffy behind the lenses, so I'm really pulling through to put out this video for you guys, so definitely leave a like and drop a comment to show your appreciation. It really helps the channel out, and if you're new here, or if you're new here from a short, again, welcome. Thank you for giving this channel a shot. Definitely see if you like this episode. Let the vibes take over and let's turn up. But with that out of the way, we've got Ultra League back. So if you've seen my older videos, you've seen the OG Volcanion video that I put out as soon as I came back from Jersey City before GoFest Global came out. And then I came out with the double mythical team featuring Burn Drive Genesect. So it only made sense to follow up with finally the triple mythical theme team. And the star of the show being none other than Shiny Meloetta, who by the way has rank 1 IVs for the Ultra League. So you're kind of in for a treat here that you won't find anywhere else. No other way to put it. But we don't just have a team here, no. We've got a whole band going on. I mean, look at them. We even got a singer in Meloetta who, with her marvelous, majestic, and mysterious melodies and her velvety vocals leading the team to victory, it only makes sense that she's front and center. Of course, then we've got our save swap, the technical titan, Genesect, who with Burn Drive Technoblast can fire up a hot beat and switch it up on a moment's notice, just like it can switch up the course of an entire battle in the save swap role. And then finally, holding it down in the back, we've got Volcanion, bringing the powerful, palpitating percussion and its tropical rhythm that shakes the entire core of the earth, leading the boom when all the shields are down. Together, they are known as Meloetta and the Mythicals. And tonight, only tonight for one night, they are together delivering the show of a lifetime. And you, my friends, have front row seats. Now, before we begin, hold up. I got nothing to hide here. And I know what you're thinking. I didn't get beat up. Get it? Beat? I'll tell you who got beat up. The opponents in these battles that I've got. So, without further ado, let's get these battles going. Alright, first match, we got Typhlosion in the lead here. It's actually running Shadow Claw, which is very good for us because we resist the fast move damage. And we're just going to be spamming away these Psyshocks here. After the buff 2 seasons ago, Psyshock is a very hard-hitting move and very spammy at the same time. So, we have no problem just firing away this Typhlosion, and they give us their second shield, and we actually have no problem doing the same because we do not want to take a Blast Burn here. They switch out into a Giratina, which is good for us because we can get the super effective Dazzling Gleam off, which takes out half of their health here, and we should be able to take any one move here. They throw a Dragon Claw, so we're going to farm up a bit, and we're going to catch a move here. And did we get the Dragon Claw? Sure did. Alright. So now we've preserved energy on the Meloetta, and we're just going to sit in this matchup here, taking whatever move this Giratina has. They have Shadow Sneak actually, so they're doing more damage I guess than they would with an Ancient Power, but we're able to farm up a bit of energy here and force him to throw because we would otherwise Fury Cutter them down, I believe. So now we're going to wait our switch clock out and get a nice farm down here with the Volcanion. The opponent gets to move right there. I don't know if they got damage registration error or not, but we do get that farm down. And now what does the opponent decide to do? They come in now with a Ready Drago, and then they switch back into their Typhlosion, and we unload the Psyshock on them, nearly taking them out. We get the farm down though, and we're able to get to the Dazzling Gleam here. How much does this do? Oh, that does a lot. That definitely puts it into Earth Power range. We can tank any one move, but we actually outpace. Boom! Let's go. Volcanion with the closeout. Let's go. Alright, Belly Bolt in the lead. This is not good for us because those sucker punches do super effective damage and add up very quickly on our Meloetta. So we're gonna safe swap into our Genesect, and they do decide to shield naturally before they get off their first parabolic charge. Makes sense. We're able to tank one, and we're able to get to another move here. We couldn't make it to the Techno Blast, which is fine. Doing some very considerable damage. At this point, we're gonna wait out our Switch Shock again, and then we're gonna come in with that Volcanion, where we do neutral damage with our fast move, and we're gonna shield up these parabolic charges, and we're not really in any danger here from the sucker punches, so we have no problem double shielding here to come out with a lot of energy. We're at 100 energy right now. The opponent comes in with a Pangoro, and I don't know if they got in a move or not, but they got an Earth Power coming their way, and we're able to get to this Overheat. How much does this do? Boom! Let's go! And then they have a Zapdos in the back, which is crazy. So they're running some spice too, which is awesome. You love to see it. They're going to get to one move here into Thunderbolt, which we do tank. And we have our Psyshock ready to go, which does considerable damage. They're going to have to throw a move to take us out though, which they do win CMP tie. So they're going to take us out with the Drill Peck, and it comes down to our Volcanion, and we actually don't get to the move. There might have been some damage registration error there. I think they might have had two Thunder Shocks get through, so that's just how the game's working right now. I'm sure you all know the pain. Let me know in the comments if lag is kind of messing you up as well. But anyways, we do get a shield from the Decidueye in the lead here. We are resisting the Astonishes. We do shield up the Frenzy Plant, which is great. And they come in with their Galissapod, so we're definitely going to chip this before switching out because they are running Fury Cutter. After we got the chip, now we can afford to we can tank any one move here, and we're not in risk of being farmed down because we resist the Fury Cutters. So we'll go ahead and shield this one up, and then we're going to be eyeing that really beefy farm down here. We're at 100 energy again, and they come in with the Blastoise. We throw on alignment so that way we can get to this next move before they get to a move, and we get the defense drop, so this is going to do a lot of damage. They do shield it up, and we get a second defense drop, which is crazy. We do switch quick into our Meloetta to snipe, but they do switch out, and we do heavy damage on this Decidueye here. They're going to have to throw a Frenzy Plant to take us out, which they do throw, but this leaves an opportunity for our Genesect to get a lot of energy, because the worst they can do is a Spirit Shackle, which we can tank one of. But we do decide to take them out, and they just have their Blastoise in the back. So let's see. They throw their Hydro Cannon here, and we're going to go for the catch, which we do get. All right. So Volcanion is down, and so is this Blastoise after this Techno Blast. Boom! You love to see the BM. Let's go. All right, into this next matchup. We got a Heliolisk in the lead, so some more spice. We got two normal types going at it, and they're running Mud Slap just to make it even spicier. So I dig it. I dig it. We switch out, clearing that debuff, and now we're going to bank on the opponent not having Thunderbolt. Only Break and Swipe, we can tank those. So now we're going to throw in good timing here and get off this X-Scissor. The opponent shields it up, and they're staying in this matchup, so they must be very weak to the Genesect in the back. We're going to go ahead and take this Break and Swipe, which we do survive, throwing only one Fury Cutter before throwing this move, so that way the Mud Slap doesn't register. And now they come in with the Belly Bolt, and we're going to try to get to 2 Earth Powers here before they get to 3 Parabolic Charges. Making sure to throw in good timing here. We're going to get this first one off here. Opponent does shield it up. No defense drop. That would have been nice here. We're going to go ahead and shield this one up. And we're going to go ahead and go for one more Incinerate, throwing on good timing. And now that they're double boosted, how much does this Earth Power do? It doesn't take them out. But we snipe them with the Quick Attack. And they have a Credillia in the back. So we're looking very good here. Making sure to get off as much energy as possible before they get to their Rock Tomb. And we don't have to worry about timing considering on Bullet Seed here. And we get to a third Psyshock. My goodness, we were so loaded on energy. They let it through, and they just let us farm them down because they know it's over. GG's. All right. Fraligator in the lead. This is very good for us because we resist the Shadow Claws here, although Hydro Cannons are going to do a lot of damage. We're going to go ahead and get that first Psyshock off. We win CMP, so that is good information to have. Does about half, not too bad. But now at this point, we've chipped them considerably, and we can definitely shield up one Hydro Cannon here and just go for a huge farm down. The opponent does not want that. They come in with the Golisopod, and so now we're going to go ahead and rip this shield here with one X-Scissor, show them we don't have, you know, a Techno Blast worth throwing. Except we do. Look at that damage. Let's go. Getting the farm down too. Opponent sees the writing on the wall, says GG's, exit stage left. Oh, and look at that. Do we get a shiny Paldean Wooper? Very cool. And look, we did get positive set with this team, although I would classify this as a team that is not meant for climbing. I'll be more clear in future videos. I don't want you guys to get it twisted. Some teams will be spice, some teams will be for climbing, sometimes they'll be both. I put this one in the spice, but not climbing department. Anyways, we're in this mid-game matchup with a Drapion. Looks like we win CMP tie, and we're sending off the X-Scissor. They let it through, and then they come in out with their Kommo-o, and we're going to go for the harder-hitting Techno Blast here since both are resisted, and the opponent shields it up. So we get a shield out of this matchup. I'm fine with it, because now we're aligned again with our Meloetta, and we have a little bit of energy, but not enough to get to a move here, so we're definitely going to shield up the Clanging Scales. The opponent has a second one, and I believe they throw on alignment too, so we got a free quick attack in there, which is nice. And they come in with the Fraligator, so it's going to be a tricky little end game here, so we'll have to make sure we play it right. We get off of a Psyshock here doing heavy damage, and the opponent now has to throw energy to take out our Volcanion, but it's not to take us out. We might have even farmed them down. I don't know if we would have been able to, but the opponent allows us to do that, and we get a huge farm down here. So we throw in good timing, getting this one Psyshock off. I imagine we get the shield. Yes, we do. And we go for another Psyshock, and trust me, I wanted to hit the Dazzling Gleam, but I didn't want them to farm us down or to get to another move. Like, GG's. Alright, we got a shiny Giratina in the lead. And this one has Dragon Breath, so this is very problematic for us because it is doing neutral damage to us. So we're going to do this Dazzling Gleam and dip. Now that we resist these Dragon Breath damages, this Dragon Breath damage I should say, we're definitely going to be able to tank a few moves here. And we're going to be able to get off this chip damage right here, further stalling the switch clock if the opponent decides to stay in. Which they do, so now pretty much we just need to take them out. We've won switch. Except they switch at the end of our switch clock, so now we're aligned on this Sylveon with our Volcanion, which is very good here. They managed to throw on good timing with Charm versus Incinerate, so that's kind of impressive. We were able to tank that. And now, what are they going to do? They come in with their Wall Rain here, so we are at 100 energy, and we're going to start ripping off these Earth Powers. We get a shield, no defense drop. And we're going for the nuke right here. How much does this do? Oh, they shielded up, unfortunately. So we switch out now to clear that debuff. And now we're going to start tanking moves with the Meloetta. Except they go for Earthquake, which seemed like a bad idea at the time. But you're about to see here that it was just enough to take us out. So now they have a lot of energy here. But as you know, Genesect resists ice, so they throw the Icicle Spear, which we survive, and then we switch to our Volcanion. And as you know, we double resist ice, so we are able to survive the Icicle Spear, and we go for the farm down, but they snipe us with the Giratina, and they farm us down for the win. GG's. Very close game, but you win some, you lose some. Alright, in this lead matchup here with newly buffed Acid Dragalge, this is definitely an advantageous matchup for us because we have Psyshock. We're definitely going to watch out for any potential Outrage or whatever poison. It has Sludge Bomb now too, so just looking out. And we're able to throw another charge move on good timing here against this Dust Noir. And we get it very low on health, and they actually throw a move here. So they throw a Dynamic Punch, which is only neutral because of our Ghost, or our Psychic typing paired with normal. We let them take us out because they couldn't farm us down. And now we get a nice Fury Cutter farm down here. And they come back in with their Dragalge now. And I'm hoping they think that we have maybe Ice Techno Blast. But nope, they don't shield. And we win CMP tie. But they only throw an Aqua Tail here. We double resist their Fast Food Pressure. So they can go ahead and throw another Aqua Tail without it being a problem for us. So we're going to make sure we throw in... Oh, actually I underestimated how much energy they did have. and I had to force my last shield. But they come in with a Corviknight, and that, oh no, they shielded that up. Oh man. We should be okay here. We can tank one move, and those double super effective sand attacks aren't, or the single super effective sand attacks aren't doing too much. And we do take them out here. And now it's a race to the move, which we do not reach. So they Aqua Tail us, and it's up to the Genesect now, and we get to the move. Is this enough? Sure is, and we get that win. GG's. All right. Ampharos in the lead here. Very neutral lead, unless they have Brutal Swing, which is very bad for us. So we're going to see what they have here. We're going to get off this first Psyshock, and I decided to catch a move because I thought they were going to go for the Brutal Swing. And then they come in with a Virizion, and we're just full sending here. Boom! Let's go! There we go, Genesect. Switching the tide of the match. Let's go. And they have Dragon Breath Giratina in the back, so this is very good for us because we are resisting their Fast Move pressure, and we're able to just spam out these moves and just chip them away. They go for Shadow Sneak here, so we're going to bank that move. And then they switch out into their Ampharos, but we had a move ready to go. We throw in good timing as well. We get that last shield, and now they're going to start throwing moves here. They do have the Brutal Swing, which is not great. We need to shield these up because I do not want to be in a matchup with my Volcanion into this Ampharos, but they do get to the move. But we survive it. Those rank 1 IVs come into play right there. Hey, we do get one last Psyshock off on them. So now, tricky end game. They switch right into their Giratina, so we're able to tank one move here. Luckily, they do not have Ancient Power because that would have hurt a lot. We're gonna go for this Earth Power here, nearly taking them out. We're gonna try and go for this Farm Down, which we do not get. But can we survive this move here? Yes. So the Incinerate registers, we snipe them, and we have the move ready to go in the Ampharos. Let's go. GG's. Whew. These battles are high paced, guys. Whew. All right, Bellybolt in the lead. We're actually sticking in this one. We played this one a little differently. With a team like this, there's really no rhyme or reason sometimes. We only got rhythm. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take this Parabolic Charge here. We've already chipped them with the Psyshock, so we're fine. Now we're gonna go ahead and get this X-Scissor off. They shield it up, and they come in with a Virizion, so we're gonna go for that. Oof. I want to get to that Techno Blast, but we're going to shield it up, which is kind of a dead giveaway that we have something that hurts them, but we're going to send it anyways to get their second shield. And they let it through. Boom. All right. Genesect popping off on this video, not going to lie. All right. So we shield the Parabolic Charge, making sure we throw in good timing here. And we're going to catch the move. Let's go. Get that Farm Down too. We get extra farm because they boost their defense. And they got a Feraligatr in the back, so we're gonna go for this Psyshock here. I don't know whether one Dazzling Gleam does more than one Psyshock. I have to look that up. I just went for the stab move right there. We survived the Hydro Cannon, and now we're gonna get this Earth Power off, and it does not take them out, and they farm us down. GG's. So if Dazzling Gleam does do more damage, then that's my mistake, because that could have won us the battle, but you know, GG's. And you've seen this matchup before too. We got Giratina in the lead. Luckily it has Shadow Claw. We do tank an Ancient Power, which is very strange that they threw that, but we'll take it. We got the Dazzling Gleam off. And I'm banking on them not knowing the quick attack counts. Yep, they shielded up a Psyshock. They could have easily survived that. Probably thinking it was another Dazzling Gleam. And we take that, they tank that Ancient Power. And we're gonna go for a little catch here. And they had Dragon Claw all along. Made no sense, but we read it perfectly. So you've seen this story before. But they shield this Techno Blast up, so we're just gonna let them move through. And they throw a Leaf Blade. What? Okay. Alright, we're gonna go for that Techno Blast now. And we're gonna shield this up because I want to get to this move. And they got Stone Edge! What is going on? I have no idea. This battle was really weird, but strangely entertaining at the same time. So they come now in with their Giratina, and we're going to be able to tank. Actually, no, because they have Ancient Power. They've shown that a number of times already. And we definitely do not want to take that kind of damage, so we're going to throw this Earth Power, And then one more should get the job done, as long as we survive this Hydro Cannon and the 2 Shadow Claws afterwards. We barely survive those. I think the Volcanion's rank 5, so really good IVs there, clutching it up. And we could have won with a side shot. We want to dazzle. Let's go! Alright. Next matchup, we got Greninja in the lead. Looks like a little Halloween Greninja right there. Pretty neat. But we're gonna go ahead and shield up the Hydro Cannon. Where's the Night Slash? Where's the Greninja? It's gone. Alright. So now we're gonna throw in good timing here with the Skeledirge. There are 3 Incinerates in, so I imagine they want to throw in good timing. They already showed that they had Torch Song, so we catch that Torch Song on our Volcanion, which, as you know from my videos of the past, is double resisted. We shield up the Shadow Ball. We can afford to overfarm here. I could have done one more Incinerate, but that would have put us over 100, so it's fine. The opponent's going to go ahead and throw their Shadow Ball here and obviously take us out, but they've used up all their energy. And we still have health left on my Meloetta. This is going to be tricky though, because they got the attack boost from the Torch Song, so we got to survive this next one. We have to, and we do! Let's go! On minimal HP, and we have our Genesect in the back for a Victory Bell. See ya! Let's go! Man, I wanted to Techno Blast that, but that's fine. Alright, Primate in the lead. Very good lead for us. And they actually catch on a Belly Bolt, so very good catch, but it's always nice to chip a Belly Bolt when you have the chance. So we're going to get this X-Scissor off, and let's see what the opponent wants to do. They let it through, so they are completely sacking their Belly Bolt right now, which is fine. We're going to let this through if they didn't get up to the Zap Cannon. And we can get to the Techno Blast with this Kommo-o. And they do not fear the Chill Drive Techno Blast, so I guess they maybe saw the red color on my back, or they got really lucky. Either way, they're chipped to half health, and they come back in with their Primate, which we catch the double resisted Ice Punch. That is crazy. Let's go. Which allows us to take this next Rage Fist, and now we're going to obviously shield up this next one because their attack is boosted. And we get that farm down. We're going to throw an alignment here to get off this move right here, and the game denied them a move. And that allows us actually to get to this next Earth Power. So the game helped us out for once. Doesn't happen too often. And we're allowed to get to this Psyshock. And I believe we won that CMP tie as well for the win. GG's. We would have won anyways, but you know, it's never fun to have lag. So GG's to the opponent. And in this next lead, we have a matchup with Lapras. And we resist the Psywaves, but they're still doing, you know, some sort of damage to us. Paired with the Sparkling Aria, they take us to half health. But we also resist the Psywaves with our Genesect, so that's why we safe swap into that. And we're going to definitely shield up this Sparkling Aria because we're kind of on the glacier side. And we're going to try and go for this farm down here. But the opponent gets to the move, so we have no... Oh, we actually let it through. Okay, there we go. And I believe that's a rank 2 Genesect IV for Ultra League, so we've got a pretty stacked team here that allows us to survive. We switch out to try to get some Incinerate damage on the Corviknight, but they switch out, and the opponent is going to throw a Rage Fist, which we tank. You see that weird lag right there. We're going to throw on good timing though, and they're going to shield this Earth Power. No defense drop. That would have been so nice right there because they might have only needed one more Incinerate after to take them out, so we leave the shield for our Meloetta in the back. And so now we're going to shield up a Rage Fist, which hurts. We can do that. Caught the move, but they come in with their Corviknight, and it had more health than I remembered. We get the shield, and I didn't think a Psyshock was going to get it done, and they take us out with the Iron Head. GG's. So maybe being a little cute cost us, but it was a tough matchup regardless. Anyways, we're in a lead matchup with the Talonflame now, and we're going for the Psyshock. They shielded up, perhaps respecting a Thunderbolt, and they're going to go ahead and throw in good timing themselves. They have shown that they have Flame Charge, so I know the next one's going to be a Flame Charge, and we'll catch it on the Volcanion. Just like with Skeledirge, double resisted. Let's go. And they have a Rhydon in the back. What? That is a shadow one. That is crazy. So we're gonna get this earth power off. That would have nuked about 10 Rhydons at that point. They're without shields, but we're kind of in a tricky situation here. So we come in with the Meloetta, and I think the game lagged, or I just threw on bad timing for whatever reason, but that might have cost us actually. But they throw the Breaking Swipe, which we resist, and they got a Talonflame still that's ready to go. We do get to the move here, putting them at very low health. We get the Farnham before the Incinerate registers, but they have a whole Fraligator in the back, and I forgot that they had a third Pokemon still. I was just so focused on the Rhydon and the Talonflame. I farm up as much as possible. We do not take them out, but we have a shield left over. Annoying. And then they mud slap us down with the Rhydon. GG's. Crazy battle though. Alright, and we got a we have a shiny Hoot in the lead. I should have waited to see if the Squavit in the middle was shiny, but the Panpour in the back wasn't, so maybe it was just they're shiny in the lead. They had their star of the show just like we do. Alright, we got some more spice here. We got a Porygon. Is that a Porygon? That's a Porygon Z in the lead. So we got the Side Shock off, and we shield the Zap Cannon. What a shield right there. And we're going to try and go for this move before they get to another one. And let's see what they want to do. They shielded up, and it was actually a CMP tie. But we called it. They didn't make it to the Zap Cannon. We take that Tri-Attack like it's nothing. Alright. And they come in with the Fraligator. Luckily, with our residual energy, we're able to throw after one Incinerate on good timing, and we get that last shield. And now it's time for Meloetta to go to work here. We can tank any one move here. Does about half of our health as you've seen before. Those Shadow Claws are doing nothing, so we're able to go for this Side Shock here. And now we are going to... What are we going to do? We're going to let it through. We do not survive, but now we're just going to put it on the shoulders of Genesect here. Obviously going to shield this up and go for this nice farm down here. And look what they have in the back. Boom! Oh, it didn't even take it out. That's crazy. And then we Fury Cutter them down. GG's. Alright. Final match. Giratina in the lead. You've seen this one play out. Gonna let them throw a move. Go for Shadow Sneak, which is the most curious of the moves so far. That's the one of the three moves, Dragon, Claw, and Ancient Power, that you don't want to throw. So, as you can see, we were in the trenches with the Elo here with this team. Again, would not recommend. I would just recommend watching, and liking, and subscribing, and commenting. You know the deal. And I believe we had caught a move on the Genesect here, which is awesome, because now we can just farm up a lot of energy. We can tank another move here. And they go for Dragon Claw. They're not even going for Shadow Sneak at this point. I don't know what's going on with the opponent, but we're going to go ahead and take them out. Oh, they actually get to a move. That might have been damage registration error, which is unfortunate. Oh, no, it wasn't. We had one more to go. And then they have a Guzzlord in the back, which is crazy because we really needed more health on our Genesect. But we do get that last shield. And now we're in this matchup here with the Meloetta. And we can... Oh, what do we do here? We're going to shield this up. Yep. Get this move off. Overfarm as much as we can. And this does take it out, yes. And we do get farmed down. And we got the Volcanion, hopefully to take care of business here. They go for a Brutal Swing, which we can tank. So we're going to go for this Earth Power right here. We get them lower in health. They throw immediately, letting a whole Incinerate through. So I'm going to shield that up because that's still chip damage right there. And we don't have much health left over. We cannot get to the move. They're able to get us out with the fast pacing on the Brutal Swing. And we survive the Dragon Tail and farm them down for the win. GG's. Let's go. Oh, and if you look, I did this battle during GoFest Global. I needed one more battle to get my 100 for the 2XL rare candies and all the Stardust. I had a star piece going, and in the morning I thought I had done my 100th battle and got the win, but I miscalculated it, so I was on some spotty mall Wi-Fi and somehow got that win. And there are your battles. That's all I got. A little shorter video this time, but you know, hopefully you enjoyed this one. and we've got some really good videos coming up in the future, particularly Hisui Cup. I've got a team that's meant for climbing. Yeah, you heard it here first. I'm gonna give you guys a climbing video next, but hope you all enjoyed this one. You know the deal. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're new and still here, thank you so much. And there's gonna be more good stuff to come. But with that, your boy Beebs is out. Peace.